Are you able to share the link with me again? I wasn't able to get it.
Yes, yes, I can. You talk about the link for the. Yes, I will do that right now.
To make the classroom? Yes.
Can't believe it's there. I just can you see that in the chat?
Yes, let me see if it'll take me to it.
Okay.
Looks like it's not popping up on my end.
Okay. I'll try. I'll tap. I'll type in the link here at the bottom. I think that might be another option. The bit link. Let me see.
Oh, okay, I think I see it now. I think I got it.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Are you able to put me back in break room 4?
Yes. Break room 4.
Yes.
Um. Forgive me. I'm a little.
No,
Um.
you're fine.
Let's see here. How do I do this? I don't know how to do that. It's is there, let me see if I could do this. That I don't know. Is there is there like some type of link button on your end that you could push? Because I don't know how to push you back into a room.
No, I was like, I'm trying to find. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can do it on my end. It would have to be from your end, I believe, but I'm not sure how to do it.
Okay, let me see. Um, I'll ask Kierstin. I'm trying to put what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Yuri? Yuri?
Yudi, I'm trying to put Yudi back into room 4.
Hmm.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, where are you? Oh, weird. Can you see at the like in the Zoom toolbar the breakout rooms button?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Yuri, can you see it? No, I do not. Oh, interesting. Well, okay. How about if we move you to a random room? Can you come back? Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna put you in room 1. Just come on back.
Okay. I think I can move it to 4 now.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
There it goes. Move to 4. I think that she has to accept that.
Mhm.
There it goes.
Perfect.
Okay. Whew.
Peop- hmm, Okay.
So we have 3 groups of 3 and 1 group with 4.
That's perfect.
Okay. I went into one group and they were struggling to to take the have the plane take off, but I think they got it. Uh,
Yeah, it can be hard. When you don't know each other, it's you almost need like 10 minutes just to like get people to talk.
yeah. I thought about it, but I know that we had people come in and leave and everything. I thought about just keeping them in the same groups that they introduced themselves to. But then I'm like, you're right. You're not get to know everybody there. So,
Yeah. Looks like
um,
everybody's got something on their board, so that's good.
okay, cool.
One person said they weren't able to edit the board, which is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go into room 3.
Hi, Kayla and Joey. Do you all have a question?
No, sorry, I accidentally pushed the wrong button. Is there a way I can get back into the room?
Yes, yes, I can. Let me see here.
Sorry about that.
I'll have to move you to a room and then come back out and I'll move you back to this room.
Okay, so come back out once you put me in the room.
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay,
I'll yep, and then if you come back, I'll put you back on room one.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you for doing that.
No problem.
Hey, y'all, welcome back. Sorry to surprise you, Wellington. I got confused and couldn't figure out how to leave the breakout room.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Will everyone join again, and then we'll discuss.
Yeah. I'll put some. Can we hear the music?
I think I heard, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, are we all back? Or,
We're all back.
I think so. Okay,
Okay.
so first, before we get started, thank you all for your own growth mindset. I know that using the Fig Jam board was a little bit of a challenge for some folks, so I apologize. It was not my intention. But I don't want how your board necessarily looks to be the main takeaway of this. So, if you can go to the next slide, please. I was going to do a gallery walk, which we can still do, but first I want to give groups a chance to kind of explain their thinking because I don't think it necessarily all got put down on our boards like maybe we were hoping, which is totally fine because, like I said, it seemed like this was very new to everybody. Um, so I would love it if someone from group 1 just wants to share maybe like the main idea of the room, which you shared with me, so I know that you can do it.
So, this is kind of how I sit in my classroom, and we kind of organize zones, and depending on what activity they're doing, that's where they're going. And it really encourages the kids to engage with people outside of their normal social group. Um, but they might have, similar interests, similar ideas for crafts, STEM activities, games, things like that.
Thank you. Okay, does someone from breakout room 2 want to share just briefly your idea behind your board before folks take a look at it?
Uh, yeah, I can talk for this. So it's a non-traditional classroom where there's group tables that are spaced out nicely so kids aren't getting in each other's ways, that have boards showcasing work from previous projects or work that's currently ongoing, um, stories of pros already in the STEM field to kind of inspire kids of like, this could be you one day. Uh, Maybe a solo area where students can be comfortable and decompress if they're having a rough time with their project or just need to be alone for that day. A lot of natural light. Um, Even having some instrumental music playing in the background can kind of help induce a more calm and productive work environment during those breakout times where it can get a little chaotic.
So thank you, Patrick. All right, and my wonderful group three, do you want to share what your thoughts were behind your board and what you wanted to put into it?
Yeah. So our classroom setup was more, um, if you can picture like tables or desks like in a circle, kind of everybody looking at everybody and just, um, just being aware of everybody who's there. And that way, when someone is sharing ideas or trying to communicate something, all eyes are on them. I know that might be a little bit intimidating, but, you know, just so everybody can focus on them and show them the respect, when they're talking. As for the classroom, like decor or walls, we thought about having like each kid kind of decorate a section of the wall with like images of their likes or dislikes, um, or both, and then like just also decorate the walls with their projects that they've done or quotes that kind of resonate with them, or just anything that they would like to share with their peers and their teacher. And yeah.
Awesome. Wrote that down on a sticky on your board, so it is
Yeah.
there for you. Okay, and
Cool.
then our last group four, and I'm happy to do a similar thing if you want. For any of the groups, let me know. I can write down what I heard. What was your idea behind your belonging classroom?
Well, this area here, where it says hello, is our welcome area where the teacher or staff greet the students as they come in. We were thinking more, because it said STEM, we were thinking more just STEM-based classroom. So we have different groups of seating and small group seating where they can sit in small groups with different types of chairs or desks depending on their needs, as well as like lower lighting here, higher lighting here, some natural light. We've got posters celebrating different, whether it's science, technology, engineering, math, or whatever, with different diversity, people being represented, groups being represented. Idea boards for the kids to put up their ideas and their own artwork and stuff. A demonstration table or a big area when we need to do whole group lessons more like focus so they can see. We've got tables here with past or ongoing projects, depending whether it's like engineering bridges or doing, whatever, or math or whatever we're doing on the other thing. And then also we didn't get to put in here, but boards that have, past project things we've accomplished throughout the year, things we've done and worked on, or outlaying, well, we didn't try this, but we did this, then we tried this, our steps and stuff that we've done.
Awesome. Thank you. Y'all put it all in there. Great job. Everyone did a great job. Okay. Fantastic. Wellington, can we hit the next slide, please? Okay. So I mentioned we're going to do a gallery walk. We'll kind of just turn that into a group discussion, which I think I like a bit more for our current session. So I just want us to maybe think about, we can just talk here. We don't have to like go back to rooms or anything, but as you were like listening and maybe looking at the others' designs or maybe things that they had jotted down, um, where did you notice STEM tools and language show up? how were groups encouraging collaboration and problem solving? And how might have you seen their ideas to implement cultural responsiveness and accessibility? Does anyone want to share maybe some things that they saw in other groups or heard other groups talk about that maybe you hadn't thought to implement in your own? You're also welcome to put it in the chat if you'd like.
Well, one of the things that I thought of as the uh, everyone was describing their rooms that popped into my head is what resonates with me with children or with even with adults is there's no such thing as dumb questions. There's no uh, such thing as being afraid to ask a question. And so I would have in a room, one of the things is, what are the questions? Questioning is the whole point behind any STEM, I believe. If you don't question, you don't get answers. You don't find a solution. And so that is, I think, something that really helps engage kids is, what questions do you have about this? If we don't question the universe, if we don't question things, how things work, then you're not going to learn anything. That's not how we create new and innovative things. So that just kind of I'm just kind of thinking out loud in my head. So I just thought I'd share that thought.
Yeah, a few of these have idea boards that sounds like it's geared towards students asking just general science questions that could maybe lead to a future project.
Hmm.
Totally. And I saw and heard from a few groups, like the idea that the instructor or the educator is not just in one place in the room, that they're kind of a moving object, right? They're revolving around, they're seeing each group. And I love that because that is, I think, playing into the cultural responsiveness and the accessibility part. You're allowing all students to have access to the educator, making sure that all groups are seen and heard and have the ability to ask for help or share their ideas. You're taking away the scariness of having to go up to a teacher's desk, which is never fun especially when you're in a new group of people. So that's one thing I noticed that I really loved. Any other thoughts?
I have a thought, kind of not particularly that I noticed when everyone else was doing it, but I did notice that other people were having issues the same as our group was, having never worked on Fig Jam before. And that is, this is probably how the kids feel when they come in and we're asking them to do stuff in STEM that they've never experienced before. So good to keep in mind.
Yes, I think a lot of us had a growth mindset practice moment of taking in the, okay, this is frustrating, deep breath, what could I do to make this better and keep going? For sure. Okay. Well, we have a few minutes left, so I want to keep going. I have a few more slides, but if you think of anything or you want to share, please do. I'd love to in our reflection. You can go to the next slide. Sorry, Wellington. So we mentioned this a little bit already, but just overall, you're welcome to share in the chat, share out what design choices clearly communicate like this is a STEM space where I belong. And I saw this was intentional in a few of your rooms. Maybe like one or two people want to share.
Well, the circular seating is always meant to be um, a shared space, where you feel like you belong. You're not in rows, you're not back to back, you're not all facing one direction, you're all facing each other. So anytime that you have an opportunity to sit in a circle, then that's going to create that feeling of we're all in this together.
Definitely. Thank you. Any others?
Displaying student work is, I mean, if you want to belong somewhere, put your work on the fridge, get a magnet ready. That feels like home at that point.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think it shows that not only are that you should be proud of the work that you did, but that others should be proud of the work that you did. Your educator is proud of you as well, and we're celebrating each other's successes in that way. Um, I'll say one that popped out to me, group two. You had the intentional labeling for stories of, prose and STEM, and group three talked about showing diversity. I think that was group three. No, sorry, group four. Showing diversity in the classroom, um, and showing all students that everyone can be in STEM. Kind of like what I was talking about earlier with volunteers and STEM storytellers and role models, having a diverse group of that so students can see themselves represented, in folks who are in maybe a higher education or in a career space. I'm going to skip down to the third question because we're running low on time. What would you adapt for your own age group or program type? Just think about that. If you could change anything about it, maybe just pop some of those in the chat. We're going to move on because I want to make sure we finish on time, but dream big. Think about what you could do for your own class. Okay, next slide, please. So I'm not going to go too deep into this, but this is just a little bit more about project scientists and the way that we um, focus and what our unique approach is to students. The ones that I really want to highlight on here, and all of these are true about project scientists, again, is role models. They're so key. We have done a lot of research on how much role models mean to students, especially real life role models, not just celebrities and historical figures. So people from your community, who have gone through similar struggles, who have had similar successes. Those are really important stories to highlight. Educator training, so things like you're doing exactly today, trying to increase your skills to use best practice equity strategies, the cultural responsive teaching practices, all of that. How you can make STEM fun and engaging for your students while also creating that belonging. And then lastly is our family engagement, which I know not everyone has the ability to do or access to family communication, but making sure that parents know or caregivers know what their students have participated in while they're in your program, giving them tools, questions, discussion topics to really engage their students and connect what they learned in the classroom to what's happening in real life, so that it's not just something that you talk about in your science classroom, but you also talk about it at home with your friends, with your cousins, whoever it may be. Um, so it's a real holistic approach talking about STEM. Okay, next slide. These are just the 4 programs we have. I'm not going to go deep into them. If you want to learn more about them, we do have an information session on April 1st. If you go to the next slide, Wellington. Um, yeah, on April 1st, we have an information session about our programs. If you want to bring project scientist, like a STEM belonging program that does really fun hands-on activities, it's no cost to our program partners. So I highly recommend you join. I'll be leading that, so you'll get to see and hear from me again. That's also on our website if you want to register for that. And then lastly, we have like less than a minute left, but if you'd like to, um, I invite you to commit to one action step. If you go to the next slide, um, that you're going to bring back to your site. So even if it's not something you put on your board, what's something that you want to do to create belonging within your group that you serve in your community? You're welcome to share that in the chat. There's sticky notes on the Fig Jam if you are feeling brave and want to use that again. But otherwise, thank you. I apologize again for the Fig Jam difficulty, but I'm grateful for you all joining. I hope that you feel like you got something out of this. And on the final slide is my contact information. Just one more. If you want to reach out, please do. Just my name, Kierstin at projectscientist.org. And I'm happy to collaborate with you, whatever you would like. But yeah, thank you again for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Totally, Susie. I like that too. It's like a question box. I've seen those in some community organizations. Um,
And I want to remind everybody that it is lunchtime.
Yeah.
So we have a lunch break from 12:45 to 1:15. And we'll be joining back in the main Zoom room.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wellington. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you as well. Yeah, this was really good. This was dope. So I know we'll be down there for the ecosystem as well as there's the in-person uh symposium. So yeah, we'll cross paths again.
Yes, we will. All
Yeah,
right. Thank you so much.
no problem, no problem. And I'll go ahead and end the call. Is there anything else you need from me?
No, no, you're wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, so are you. So are you. And good luck in the future.
Thank you. You as well.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.